on over the image. That's what I'm trying to
Yes.
figure out. And then
Okay.
how to put the image in.
Okay. So
We did that
we
already.
did the image, putting
Right.
the image.
So we're on the home page. I'm going to enable the visual builder now so that we can look at it visually.
Okay.
So because I think that's going to be easier for you rather than going through the back end.
I do. I want to learn the back end.
Okay, well then I'll show you both. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So first we'll go front end. So here we are in our front end. This here, the gray, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's our slider. So we're going to go and see what's in the slider. So now here are your slides. Each one of these gray bars represents one of the slides.
Okay.
So
one of those you have to delete.
right. So here you see you have two of them. So which one do you want to keep? Do you want to keep healthcare and public murals, or do you want to keep healthcare and public art murals?
We want to keep healthcare and public art murals.
All right. So all we do is we're going to delete this one. Done.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Didn't even give you a
Okay.
chance to say no.
Well, I could say
Okay.
go back.
Okay.
Remember, you can always go
Right,
back a step.
Where
Okay.
is go back? Oh, right down there, the purple.
Here, remember there's like this history,
Oh.
Oh, that's go back.
editing history. In there, you can go back to any of the
Oh.
states you were in prior to where you are now.
And what does this little check mean?
Oh,
Wait.
this is down here. We did something in this module, right?
Right.
And now you don't need to take a picture of that because I'm recording this for you. I'm recording this for you. You
Yeah.
realize that, right?
Okay,
You're
let's
gonna
go.
get this afterwards.
I realize it.
You're so cute. Okay, so this little checkbox right here, we're going to say, yes, this is what we want to do. We wanted to delete this, and now we're going to save the changes. Okay, now there's only one. And now we're going to save the whole page.
Okay.
Remember, we save the changes of the
You gotta
module.
just keep them.
And then after we change something in the module, we're saving the changes to the whole page. We did.
Okay.
So
Okay.
page usually takes a little longer than just the module.
And so how do we raise that up?
We'll
Okay.
get
Just
there. We'll
relax.
get there.
Okay.
Let it save itself
Oh,
first.
okay.
I mean, I can't help you when it's like
It's
speech
working.
falling.
Yeah.
It's doing its thing. There. Now it did its thing. Okay. So, in order to raise things up or do whatever you want to do, so you need to go back into this module of the slider. So this is this whole kind of picture here that we're seeing. That's actually the slider module in here.
Mhm.
So in order to do anything on the actual slider, we need to go into the actual slide, which is here. Right? So the header is right there. And under design is where we have alignment. Now, unfortunately, it will only align like this is for the actual picture. So right now, this picture is centered on the slider, but you also have the options to, for example, have the bottom aligned with the image. That's unfortunately the only two options it gives you here, either to center it or to align it to the bottom of the image.
Okay.
So then this, of course, is the image itself. You can, if you say, okay, this is all nice, but I can't really see the values behind. I need something that maybe, maybe I need to desaturate the image a little bit. Okay, I'm going to change this. This is not something we're going to keep. I just want you to see what it would do
Okay.
if I could see it. Aren't we on? Yeah.
Is there a way to stop them from turning so that you only look at the one that you're working on?
Yes. Not here.
Oh yeah, it's in
Because
another part
here
of the
it's
module.
I'm in like the front end and it's just doing what it would do if I would really see it.
Right.
Okay, so it's not static. It's
You
And
have
the
to
other-
be in the back end.
Exactly.
The other
That's-
question is, right now it's full length, and when we were in there, it was compressed, so they were cropped at the side.
Yes,
And this,
it's compressed because you need to see. You want to see
You have
what's
the
going on. You want to
sidebar.
see what the settings are, and the way I've set up my screen here is my settings come up on the left hand side, and it moves everything over here so that I can see everything while I'm doing it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, I can make this as big as possible and go back into this. You see, it's just so I can see everything on
So
the
now
screen.
it's-
That's really
it's
what it
full
is.
again.
So this would be kind of
Okay.
like a full length. It just
That's
depends
good.
on how if you pull this out,
okay, great.
how much you
Okay.
can see. So
You went into elements? Or,
She went up to design.
okay.
So this here is the design and slider setting for the entire module. So we don't have any text really on there other than we told it that we want the text orientation to be in the middle, or we could tell it, it could be on the left, it could be on the right. Unfortunately, it
want
doesn't
middle.
give you really very much other options there.
Middle
And this is
slide.
also where you decide for like the text shadow that we added on there.
Okay.
So title text is something different because we didn't really use. Oh no, we did use. I think this. We did use title text. Oh, I'm not sure we did. Yeah, we didn't use this. I think we used them in each slider. So the text in each slider here, this is where we decided what the size was. So here, the only thing you can decide here is really the text color. It's either light or dark, depending on whatever your background is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is, you can individually set text shadows here. And here is where you would set the text size. So see,
So if
here
we
you
wanted to
reduce
be in
the
one
So
of
size.
that's really the only way.
yes,
Okay.
Exactly.
Because I understand this. There's not a lot. They give you some options,
Some
but the options are
options.
limited.
correct.
I think it would be nice to go smaller so everything is
I
in one
agree.
line.
I
Now,
agree.
the thing is, yes, you could make other changes too, but that goes so deep.
Yeah.
Then you have to learn CSS, and I don't even want you
I
to
don't
even have to think about that. So I want you rather to just use the options that you have. I already installed for you something that's called DIVI Booster. So you have already more access to more options in all of your modules than in just the standard DIVI, for the visual builder part. So I think you can be fairly
Creative
creative
with
what you have without having to really go and learn something like CSS and putting actual CSS
No,
code in there.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm totally fine with it. And
So,
if there needs
and
to be
I wanted to
something
give you
more-
something that you can still handle from the front end where you don't need to know coding and all that, but still can make design choices.
Mhm.
If you say, hey, I think I like that better.
Mhm.
So, I know how to do that,
Mhm.
So, and again, here's, you have play with it, see what it does, honestly. Now, we don't have body text here and we don't have any buttons here. So, I want you to be aware of that.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Some things we don't have. However, we could, for example, put a button in there. If we get to the next thing. And this would be the button. Obviously, we need to put
You don't need to
a
go
button
and put
text
a
in
button
there.
I just
in.
want-
right
see.
here would be the button text, like
like click here.
here.
Yeah, we don't need.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like
to me,
MailChimp.
why? Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
no.
sense that I would click there.
Yeah, yeah.
I think nowadays
Everybody knows to
everybody
click.
knows that. But if you would want to, you could put a button
Right.
in there. Okay, so
I think basically we just want to make this smaller so it's all
It's all
lined
on one
up.
line. Mhm.
So as I said, if you want to play around a little bit, because just see how it works and what it does. And again, as I said, here you can play with the filters.
Okay, right. So you said that it only can do center, left, or right.
Mm-hmm.
What if you want it to be higher up? Are you saying it can only be centered in the?
Yes, because this is our headline, and I don't believe that.
Then that's why I want it to be in one line then, because then
Yeah.
it'll be at the height I'd like to see it.
Yeah, it doesn't let you decide where this headline text is, other than that it's headline text and it's going
So
to
if
try
we
to
make
center
this
it somewhat.
smaller, so it's all in a
In
line,
one line.
and I'll know what size it is, then we'll make all the others the same size.
Yeah,
that
you
one.
could do that. See right here?
Okay, so
That would be 60.
but that can't go up higher than that. That's
No.
No.
okay. And so that was size 16, you said?
63
Oh, 63.
pixels. Let me think.
Sometimes it's hard to land on the exact thing. You go 63 and it goes to 65.
I think you can type in the number.
Oh, you
too.
can? In that little
Yes, you
circle?
can.
You
You
can type
can.
it in.
Yes, you can.
I like that better, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find if there is a setting to decide where the alignment for this title font is for the sliders, but it doesn't let you choose a different.
I can see why, because of mobile having to always adjust for whatever size screen.
Yeah.
Then you always need to make sure
Well,
that
let's-
it falls in the same place, because the whole thing has to
It
collapse or
also
get
for
large.
like
Do you
full
understand
Okay.
that?
mobile and everything.
Yeah.
This is we're copying this. Right? This is going to get confusing for me if we don't just stick with what we're
Okay.
trying to do.
All right. So
Well, you keep.
let's say no, you can't decide where it's sitting. You can
Right.
only decide that. Okay, then I think.
So how do we type 63 into all the others?
Okay, so you go into the next slider.
Right.
You go into design.
Okay.
You go to title text, and right here now the title text is 76. You just highlight that and type 63, and you hit return, and that kind of
Okay, that's better.
says, yeah, that's
Same
what I
thing
want to
there.
do. See, now it's set to 63. Of course, you still have to like hit
Check.
this little guy
Okay.
to make sure this is it. Yeah, this is what I want to do. This is yes.
Great.
Just say yes. Or say no if you want to. I mean,
But we don't save yet.
no, because I would not save until like I have everything done. So I would go to the next slide as well and set the title text here. So now all 3 sliders are at 63 pixels.
Check.
Check, check. And now we go save.
You like that?
Okay. Anything else about the slider on the home page? Any questions?
No, I don't think so. You? Okay.
All right.
It's
Moving on.
It's a take.
This is wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's wrapped. Moving on.
Did you want to stop recording?
No,
No.
no.
Yeah.
Am I not going to show you
Yeah.
more stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't. All
Oh,
these
that's it.
questions doesn't
Okay.
need to
Well,
be recorded.
I'll stop recording
Okay.
then.